Welcome back. We're with Kim Zolciak-Biermann and her daughter Brielle, who recently met up with Dr. Ordon in his Beverly Hills office for a unique consult.
Slide over, hot stuff.
You look a lot like me. It's a little creepy.
I mean,
So
I am your daughter.
wonder what they're gonna do, if they're gonna be able to do a procedure today or not.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, you know everything I do. Half the time you join in. This is not for you.
Is this like
We'll see.
a thing that happens to old people?
Really, Brielle?
Hello there.
Hi.
Ladies.
How are you?
How are you, Kim? How are you, Brielle?
how are you?
Right? You're showing us your legs here today, so it's not lips or boobs or
No,
butts or anything
no.
like that today, right?
Nope, it's not that. It's a varicose vein that's horrible.
All right. Is this something that developed after pregnancy? Is it this one's fault right here?
Nope, it's her sister. This one was easy breezy.
Let me take a look here. Good news, I have a colleague right here in the office who specializes in treating veins. How about if I grab him and send him in?
Awesome, thanks
In
so
the meantime,
much.
behave yourselves. Don't
Don't run off with any
Don't run
Botox
off.
or anything.
Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your vein there?
It doesn't look that bad right this minute, but if I had high heels on and was standing on it, it would kind of be
Bigger.
bulging.
So there are various ways to treat it. The old way used to strip the whole thing out. What we do now is we find the vein that's refluxing and we put a catheter inside and we cauterize it. It shrinks down and then all the blood goes to the healthy vein underneath. First step is to do an ultrasound to see what everything looks like underneath. So we're going to take a good look at this ultrasound here and see if you're a good candidate.
Okay, awesome.
We're joined by a varicose vein specialist, Dr. Emil Moshfegh, and I want to ask, before we even get into this, let's just quickly talk about why people get varicose veins in the first place.
It's just simply a visual manifestation of an underlying disease, really. There's valves in the veins. Over time, the valves will break down, and so instead of the blood flowing up, it starts to leak down almost like a leaky pipe, and then you start to see the veins on the surface of the skin. So really, it's a sign of something more serious going on underneath, and with pregnancy, of course, she's had 6 kids, so we want to talk about whether Kim's a good candidate or not. Like her stroke and her PFO, meaning the hole in her heart, actually might be life-threatening in her case, unfortunately. Sometimes the medication we inject, even if a small amount of it travels up, in any normal circumstance would be okay, but if that goes through that hole in the heart, it may cause a recurrent mini stroke. So it would be very risky in her case.
And, on the scale of really severe varicose veins to where would you put this particular case?
On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 2 or a 3. It's not the most severe that you see, but certainly they can lead to worse problems. You can get skin changes, you can get ulcers, so
And
things
the
can
clot,
happen.
is it more common, like if you have a vein, maybe the clot, because they said the clot came from my pelvis or my legs. They weren't really sure.
Yeah, the thing is, we never found out where the initial insult came from, so having a varicose vein, does it predispose you to clots? Sometimes it can. You can get a clot in the varicose vein and that can travel up that main circuit, so it's possible, certainly possible, but I would say get clearance from your cardiologist before doing anything.
Since she has one, am I gonna get one?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
She's like, please don't. I want everything else my mom has, but that. Okay.
You guys can thank each other, I guess. She can thank you for
Exactly
getting the
right.
vein, and you can thank her
caused
if you
it,
get
so
it.
worry about your stuff later.
I mean,
okay.
it's, everything is genetic to a certain degree,
Correct.
so.
I only have the one.
answer-
After 6 pregnancies.
No, you're doing- you're doing
I'll
good.
take it.
Honestly,
Definitely
you're
take
doing,
it.
Kim.
You're doing very well.
Dr. Emil, thank you so much for evaluating Kim.
Great,
We really
thank you.
appreciate it. And if you want more of Kim and Brielle Ankroyd, tune into Don't Be Tardy. It's Wednesdays on Bravo. Thanks
They
so
were
much.
tardy to their appointment. Shame on them.
I just landed.
Maybe there's a reason it's called Don't Be Tardy.
Amen.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for
We'll be
having
right
me.
back.